We're at the home of the Super Bowl 52 champions, Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. Just a short time ago, these Philly fans in full roar as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. Pyrotechnics ablaze. They're set to go as their Eagles will match up with the Tennessee Titans. The Florida Atlantic man, Greg Joseph, ready to get this one started. And off we go from Lincoln Financial Field. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Here we go. 180.
Here we go.
Here's carry number 1 for Jordan Howard. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 14 yards there and an Eagle first down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Running with Howard. He'll get about 3 as he's brought down right around the 42.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd down, it's Howard. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43. A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on 1st down.
A 1-yard gain brings up 3rd and 6.
Here we go. Pac-Man. 120.
3 bucks.
On 3rd down, this is Howard. And he gets it down to the 48, enough for the first. 3rd and medium, they opted to run instead of pass, and it worked. 1st down. A good run by Jordan Howard, and now another 1st and 10. And to give this time to the tailback. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. But you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. They run with Howard. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Wentz is brought in by Jeffrey. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. Well, they're piecing together a nice drive to start this one. Seems pretty scripted and pretty successful so far.
And I think they did it without our help. Because you remember when we sat in the production meeting with them to talk about this, and hey, you know, how you guys going to come out of the gate? I know I offered my help with a few plays, and they didn't seem to want it.
Offer mine.
Well, you were the smart one. Whatever they're doing, though, it's working really well.
And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the 1st down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Now Wentz. The quick slant caught. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown. And the Eagles drive right down the field and score on the opening drive. On for the extra point, Jake Elliott. He's got it, and the Eagles lead at 7-zip. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
The Titans take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Ready.
Tannehill and the Titans come up now 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line.
Chopper!
Now Tannehill. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Derek Barnett able to maneuver in for the sack. So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. Here's a throw right side taken in by his tight end. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. Throwing on 3rd down, Tannehill. And that will be incomplete. It was Jalen Mills getting a hand in there defensively.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
And boy, down a touchdown already, but they're going to line up to go for it on their side of the field. They're going to go. It's Tannehill. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Avonte Maddox. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line. On 1st down, they run with Howard. And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Rashaan Evans, the linebacker, recording the sack there. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
Eagles coming up here on a 3rd and long, so Wentz and company with some work to do after the sack. From the gun, it's Wentz. And Jeffrey's got it. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. 17 yards and a 1st down for Philly. Alshon Jeffrey so dangerous even when a defender's near him.
He's got such a big body, ability to run, positions himself well, excellent control. And you're exactly right. Even if people are draped on him, he often comes up with the catch. He really symbolizes what people are looking for in receivers in today's NFL.
And they move this all the way down to the 9. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. On 1st and goal, Howard. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. The Titans going to use the 1st of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal. Wentz now to throw. And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Wentz now on 3rd and goal. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. So they opted to pass for it on 3rd and goal. Let's see what they do on 4th and goal.
Well, I think they threw it with the idea that if they didn't get it, they would go for it on 4th and goal. So they've got another play in their pocket. They're going to have to call it right now. No field goal here.
A field goal would make it a 2-score game, but they're going to go aggressive. They're going to try this thing on 4th and goal. Wentz to throw for it on 4th. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. 2nd quarter action, 1:56 remaining.
Let's go now.
Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this 1st half. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to it. 13 yards is the pickup for Tennessee and a 1st down. They keep it with Henry on 1st down. Fights off another.
I think the 2nd tackler would have learned from the 1st.
And he'll be upended here after a pickup of 3, getting it out to the 25. From the 25 on 2nd down, Tannehill.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Now it's Tannehill. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Sidney Jones. And he'll score. Touchdown, Eagles.
Now, that was a beautiful play. A pick six. How would you punctuate something like that, partner?
What do you mean, with an exclamation mark?
Exclamation mark, a big word. What would you do with that?
Ampersand?
I like it.
Elliott good with a PAT. And that'll make the score 14-0. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Titans take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still 2nd quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. It was Jalen Mills getting a hand in there defensively. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Back to throw, Tannehill sets up the screen to Lewis. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. They are going for it. It's Tannehill. He gets it to Brown, complete. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. So not only do they convert on 4th, but they pick up 22 yards in the process. A pair of 1st downs gives them a 1st and 10 up at the 44.
You got tight. You got tight. You got tight right there. Go. Hey, Charlie. Now.
Throwing again is Tannehill. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Mills.
You're trailing. You're trying to get points late in the half. I absolutely understand that. But remember, it's all about the ball. And without the ball, you can't get those points. They just turned it over.
Now you got to be careful because that deficit can get a little bigger on the other side with that good field position they just took over with. He's going to let this go deep for Jackson. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. He was trying to find Deshaun Jackson that time. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on 1st down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on 1st down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
He's going to let this go deep for Jackson. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. To throw, it's Wentz. And that's complete to Jeffrey. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. Wentz now 7 of 10 here in this first half, and he's got a 1st and 10. Wentz to throw again. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left. And once more, he was looking for Alshon Jeffrey, but it's going to be 2nd down. 2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line. Again, they'll throw with Wentz. Caught by the tight end Ertz. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Carson Wentz with 2 first-half touchdown passes. And the Eagles able to push further out in front.
And that's a lead that excites a team as they head into the half. Good way to finish things off.
Yeah, able to extend that lead, and you always say it, that can totally change the complexion of half number 2.
Yeah, it changes your morale, changes your outlook, but even before that, Let's see if they decide to kind of squib kick or what they're going to do on the kickoff, because you don't want to give up a big play right before the half ends.
Good point. Elliott good on the extra point, and it's now 21-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Let's go.
The Titans take over first and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Ready up.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And some dangerous territory. Already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. Fairly short kick, taking it to 14 here. And now nothing but green ahead of him. 30, 10, 5, touchdown, Titans. He goes 86 yards on the kick return. And the Titans are able to close the gap just a bit. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
Extra point put through by Suckup, and they'll cut the lead to 21-7. That's fielded in the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
From the gun on third down, Wentz. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 40. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Watch the run. Hey, orbit. Let's go.
Here's Tannehill. And that is caught. Walker, touchdown Titans. Delaney Walker there to make the grab as his guys are back within a single score. A post to the tight end for 6. Gosh, those guys are so tough to cover, aren't they? Just in general, tight ends running those patterns near the goal line.
Because you have to decide how you want to treat them. Are they a wide receiver? Are they a big extra blocker on the field? Or are they a hybrid and caught in between? So are you going to use a linebacker? Are you going to use a safety? Are you going to even move a corner in if you're going to play nickel or dime defense? They usually win those matchups because they have an answer for all 3 of those positions.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They've seen their 21-0 advantage cut to just 7, so time to go back to work here, 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Completes it to Aguilar. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. Ball on the 30, they'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Now Howard.
That was a good, nice, crisp run for a 1st down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They go with Howard again. And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. On the handoff, this is Howard. And he'll take this for about 4 up to the 46-yard line.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
They'll try to run for it with Howard. And he will have the 1st down as he's brought down up near midfield. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front 7, reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
Come on, baby. Come on, let's go. Check 9, check 9.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Howard, and he's up over midfield and down into Tennessee territory. The big man, Jarrell Casey, in on the stop.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for an Eagle 1st down.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense gets a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Wentz off the fake handoff to Howard. He'll buy some time right. That's caught by Howard. And he gets it down to the 32.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
This is Howard on 2nd down. He'll get the 1st down and more inside the 20. Touchdown, Philadelphia! Jordan Howard, 32 yards. And the Eagles able to push further out in front.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run, and one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
The Titans take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Let's go.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense getting the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3-and-out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Tannehill now to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
Now Tannehill. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. They snap it to Tannehill. And no, it's incomplete. The Titans try it, but ultimately they fail on 4th down. And now possession's going to go over with a football at the 20-yard line.
Strong right, strong right, strong right.
On 1st down. Howard, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
On 2nd and 12, Wentz. It's caught by Jackson. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. Now Tennessee going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. That's going to be their 2nd. They'll be left with 1 more plus the 2-minute warning. And we'll be back. Wentz going to throw. And that is incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down.
55.
Wentz going to go on 4th down. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked up by Dane Cruikshank, and he returns it here to his own 18-yard line. 2-score game here in the 4th, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a 2-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on it and trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing him.
He's going to loft one deep left side here. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Corey Davis, the intended receiver, but it'll be 2nd down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. To throw is Tannehill. He finds Corey Davis. And he will finally be taken out of bounds. A big play there on the catch and run. 68 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a 1st down in the red zone. Tannehill to the goal line, but it's incomplete. One of his main targets, Delaney Walker, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
And that's what he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. The Titans efficient passing on this drive. There's another 1st down. Now Tannehill. And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line. Malik Jackson, the 6'5" D tackle with a sack. On 2nd and goal. Tannehill under pressure again, and down he goes again. Fletcher Cox in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning. So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got it 3rd and goal now as they try to punch in a late touchdown. Here's Tannehill, and it's caught. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. A terrific job there to keep him out of the end zone. And now it'll be 4th and goal. On 4th down, Tannehill. And this is caught. I think he got that with one hand. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And this Eagle defense stands tall down near the goal line. They'll begin the drive with Howard. And he's going to take this up past the 10 to about the 11. Now the Titans will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Again, it's Howard. Oh, he sheds himself free. And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. He's at the 40. And they finally get him down, but not before he reaches the 34. It's a big-time run by Jordan Howard, 55 yards. So how about this for a change in field position? From inside the 10, here's 1st down on the other side of the field. They try and run on 1st down, but to no avail. Tackled for a 2-yard loss in the backfield. What a difference a play makes. A huge step forward and now a small step back as he loses a yard or 2. 2nd and 12, and you'd have to assume another all-out effort to stop the run is coming. Wentz now to throw. Pressure comes, and the Titans able to bring him down. The sack by Harold Landry, the former Boston College Eagle.
But enough takes to start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. A pickup of 24 on the 3rd down conversion.
First and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Here we go. 20. 55 to Mike. I'm coming for you. Sunday. Mike 55. Mike 55. Man, I got you. Man, I got you.
Wentz to throw. And this will be caught. Well, forget taking the knee. Some late gamesmanship here as they throw for a late touchdown.
I've got to laugh here, and I really don't want to because the old school in me is not happy about this score this late, not necessary. But this is Madden, isn't it?
Yeah.
This is how it works.
Rub it in. Have a day.
I mean, what does it matter? These guys who are playing in this game, there are no feelings
Exactly.
there.
They don't have to face the guy. Well, they might if they're in the same room going head-to-head. But
that's
the
about
virtual
it.
guys on the screen don't have to face each other after this one.
In that case, run it up.
So we had action to the very end of this one. The score on the final play that they didn't need to have. They didn't just run out the clock, though. They added to their final total.
Played it all the way to the end. And, you know, some coaches preach that and tell their teams, that's what I want all the time. And they feel like if they don't do it themselves, they're not living up to the message that they're sending out.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. The Eagles are winners here as we say so long from Philadelphia.